Okay, welcome to a new series that might only be a one-time thing because I have commitment issues, where I go over some of my favorite custom pieces that I made recently with my son Rusty, and we break down how we did it and how much it cost. Okay, so first up is this natural 91 points, so just under a carat, old mine cut diamond ring in this gorgeous Belcher setting. So this is the original setting that I had found, and I just knew that my client would love it. She's very near and dear to my heart, and we have the best time designing stuff together. So the next step was to pick the stone. These were the two options I gave her. Both were approximately just under a carat. We have the 91 pointer and a 90 pointer, so not that big of a difference between the both. But she ended up picking both stones, and we did this bigger one in the ring and this smaller one in a bezel set station pendant for a necklace. All in with the chain, the setting, the ring, and everything finalized was $5,200 total. Okay, next up is this ring. This was another custom piece that we did, and we just totally revamped original pre-existing ring and used all the same gold. Total cost for this one was $700, and I'll show you a picture of what the ring looked like before. It was just like a simple, plain half a carat. This is a picture of like a 1 carat, but traditional solitaire marquee ring, and we just revamped it. We did this, instead of doing CAD, we did a hand carved wax mold, which is a lot more affordable. So if you don't have a jeweler, call me, but if your jeweler can do that, do that. Okay, so this next one is for another client who's very near and dear to my heart. This is what it looked like before, and all she needed was a stone change and a resize, but I still consider that a custom piece. This is what it ended up looking like before we actually set the stones, but you get the idea. This ring would have been $550 originally if she were to have bought it as is, but with the stone change, and we threw in the resizing for free because it was over $500, it ended up being $600 total. The reason why it was also more affordable for the stone change is because she went with these gorgeous trillium cut amethyst and peridot, which are semi-precious gemstones, and they're usually more affordable. Okay, this next one, I bet you didn't know you could do this, but this is actually a pendant that we made into a ring. It was like this really cool vintage scarab beetle pendant. 18 karat gold was originally like $450 for just the pendant because it's 18 karat and it was super heavy. And then I just had my bench jeweler make a shank for it, and that ended up being around $500 total, which I think is a steal. Okay, and this is probably one of my favorite custom pieces I've done lately. The client wanted something really funky and edgy that she could stack, so we did 2 rings, 2 snakes, and we actually used gold that she had sent me from her mother's necklace. So we actually ended up making a couple pieces out of this. One is to come very soon. And we ended up having these hand carved out of wax, which is significantly more affordable than CAD. And the detail is just a million times better. And the way that it turned out was literally